Very good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's isolation session. Before I start, trading is risky, in particular margin-based products such as CFD, spread bets, options, and futures. These signals, you mustn't take them as well, first of all, they're not personal recommendations, which ultimately means as a retail client, you aren't given as many protections as you may expect, such as being able to complain to the Ombudsman and the Compensation Services Scheme. Ultimately, Synergy is authorised and regulated to deliver this service. So let's start. Start of the year, we had a couple of trades out already, 4 actually in the premium, 2 in the standard. One of them was Wall Street, which gave us 200 pips, came back to even, and is just floating around sort of just below the entry and profit of about 50 odd. So let's start. Let's get to the very beginning. I'll make it quite quick so we can, make it accessible. So here we are, USD CAD. This is the second consolidation zone, expecting higher prices. Notice the blue harmonics playing out, high, 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 low, high, 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 low on a larger time frame, and we expect price to get up to there. So we're looking for longs. We are long, and it's playing out quite nicely. It's a really nice setup. Yeah, moving on. CHF JPY. This is again completed the 2 cycles higher. Really nice setup. Waiting for this to break down really at the minute. It's just creating high highs and high lows. There's a DJPY. This is one I was also eyeing up. Completed 1 cycle, 2 cycle, and this is in the 3rd cycle higher. Was looking for entries in this, not so many obvious, although this is a nice A, B, C, D, which we'll keep an eye on, because that could be something for us to get our teeth stuck into. You could justify that being a Gartley pattern. But on the higher time frame, it's why it's quite attractive. The way we've taken this previous lower high out, with this double top, and then we're testing those that bought the breakout, stopped, and so far I can see 1, 2, probably expect a 3rd before we consider this long. EuroCAD, middle of the 1st cycle up, right in the middle. It's a 50-50 effort ultimately, so we don't know if we want to risk our money here. Plus, there's nothing to do. There's no break of structure. It's still lower lows, lower highs. So pass on that. AUD JPY, much like NZD JPY, gave us the Gartley A, B, C, D at the 78.6%. Expecting lower prices, although you can see highs, lows, higher low, equal high, lower low. So price is starting to break down a little bit. So it's do or die time for it. CHF JPY, nearly completing that harmonic move lower. Where did I get that from again? Oh, yes, it was from here, the first. So we know the market's liking to make this kind of a move when it can. It's down here as well. So we're very close to some sort of a turning point. I don't like the way the pattern's set up. It looks fugly. I'm not going to get caught up in something that's not looking too pretty, so I'll pass on that. AUD, NZD, trying to break up. We do have a bullish Gartley here in the middle of the 1st cycle lower. We are expecting lower prices on this particular pair. And, setting up an A, B, C, D lower. We'll see how it goes. It's not good enough to trade. USD CHF. Now, this is something that's really interesting. We sent this as a long today. 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down. Here to here, AB is equal to CD comes down exactly here. Here, AB is equal to CD as well. So we've got 3 confirmations that price is getting tired, and we've made an extremely aggressive move away. As you can see in the count, we have 1, 2, 3 after having 1, 2, 3. So we know it's strong, and we'll see how that goes. NZD USD, as expected, you've got the pattern there. We had a bullish Gartley. That's given us a harmonic move up to here. And we can see 3 pushes, 1, 2, 3 to the top. It's hit the 800 EMA. We're expecting the price to pull away from here, and that's exactly what it's doing. This was the 1st push. This was the 2nd. This was the 3rd. It's also done 3 days of drop, and I'm going to wait for a potential retest of the high. Then it will be time. CAD JPY trying to break down like all the JPY pairs. You can see that the cycle's complete higher pass. You can see the same thing with USD JPY pass. You can see CAD CHF. We sent this in the premium. It gave us plus 25. We can see the A, B equals CD coming into a low down here. You can see the pattern as well. The cycles are played out. The 1, 2, 3 to the low have played out. And I do expect prices to get back on side. GBP AUD. So this guy's in the second cycle higher, 1, 2, waiting for a Gartley. A, B equals CD, hasn't given it to us, waiting for the 800 to act as some resistance. And then we can see 1, 2 so far, expecting a third. GBP USD really coming off at the minute. We've seen inflation data weaken in the UK. Inflation data weaken in America has set the general theme. This has had a good run. We're in the first consolidation cycle, expecting higher prices, but we need to wait to see a good entry. At the minute, we're just flirting with the 800. And that's going to act like a bit of a magnet backs and forwards. Heavy down day, pass. Euro AUD, desperate to get in. First cycle, second cycle, red harmonic, nearly completed. This is also an A, B, C, D with a Gartley as context. X, A, B, C, D, expect a long. Not much more to say about that, just waiting for this one to set up. We've got an A, B equals CD, and I really want to get in long. May have missed it. Euro CHF completed 3 years of drop. This is the lows of the market pattern or cycle. We're expecting higher prices from here. Notice the A, B, C, D, which is completely sendable, and I may well send it. So keep your eyes on that one as well. I'm just going to write that down. Looks good. AED CAD, top one still, even though it's come back. 1, 2, 1, 2. It needs to give us a 3. It hasn't even touched the 800. Expect higher prices. Euro GBP, again, expect higher prices. Lows of cycle 2, expect higher prices. Gold, expect higher prices. 1, 2, expect the third. Second cycle higher. AD USD, missed this one today, annoyingly. Missed it and a bit peed about missing it. So it's completing an ABCD at the minute, but it gave us 1, 2, and we were looking to jump in for a third. This guy's really telegraphed what his intentions are, completed the harmonic move up. Blue ABCD lower is where we expect price to get. This is the second cycle low, and we expect much lower prices. Trying to get into this one at the minute. GBP JPY, like all the JPY pairs, not sure. They're in a top formation. Euro NZD, much like Euro AUD, second cycle, expecting higher prices. Euro USD, this is in the middle of the first cycle higher, waiting for targeted entry at least, which is the 200 EMA down here. At the minute, pass. Euro JPY, pass. That's also a peak. AUD CHF, trying to hammer out the bottom. I still think it's going to go lower. 1, 2, 1, 2, expect a third. There you have it. If you like this content, please reach out, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.